two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards.
Jones, a quick throw out wide for Galladay.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Another try for Barkley. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
Jones will try and run with it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Jones
scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Giants are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Well, the underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hey, report!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Jackson will throw again. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson's going to try the sneak.
And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And Jackson throwing once more.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
It was Justin Houston who got him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
On 3rd down, Barkley pushes past him. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
Touchdown, Giants!
Daniel Bellinger,
46 yards.
and the Giants have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On the return, it's James. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Jones.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And that's complete to Shepard. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Jones. Man open is Robinson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw on target to James.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Gano's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down. Yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down.
He'll find Bateman once more. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
To throw again is Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Julian Love picks it.
And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Jones throwing on first down to Barkley on the check and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Well, we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 to a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Barkley, inside handoff. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Looking to throw. Jones. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he stopped immediately there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
He's got Bellinger.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Saquon Barkley running right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead.
Now Jones.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Throwing, Jackson.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Jackson.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. But we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Jones, first throw of overtime here.
Buying time to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Escaping the pressure right.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Up the middle with Barkley.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Jackson.
He's got a man, complete, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie the ball game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pass complete, Galladay.
That'll give them 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Pass pass complete to Shepard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Jones gets this to Bellinger.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jones.
This is Shepard on the catch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
To throw is Jones.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and it's intercepted.
So a critical turnover on the 3rd drive of overtime. And, Charles, the end result is they're going to be set up in field goal range with a chance now to win it.
Absolutely. And all you're thinking right now as a field goal kicker is, go ahead and put me in, coach. I want to finish this off, and we can all go home with a victory.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason,